Welcome to AM News, Ayanda. Can you tell us, has calm returned to Durban's CBD and other areas affected by the xenophobic attacks?
A very good morning to you, Alvis. Well, absolutely, yes. The city of Durban much calmer than it was yesterday evening and throughout the night. Earlier on this morning, we did just drive through the main street, West Street, where, of course, people will know that broke out in absolute mayhem yesterday when South Africans, or locals rather, just went into the street and started protested, and a number of times clashing with the police, and that was after yesterday's a peace march. We went down to the Point area, which is another area where we've seen clashes and high tensions over the past weeks. That is a very quiet, a high number of police, a large contingent rather of police in that Point area. I think we counted around 40 police vehicles that on the main Mahatma Gandhi Road, which many people will know as a Point Road, and also here in the city as well along West Street, and which is now Pixtigaseme Street, and also Smith Street. A lot of police are standing at the corners of the main streets and also the side streets where we saw a number of incidents taking place yesterday. I'm now at Albert Park, and this is an area which has a number of foreign nationals across the different countries from Somalia, Ethiopia, Nigeria, Congo that live in this area, and we've seen a number of incidents and attacks. But also just moving around and speaking to people here, it is very calm this morning. Businesses, though, Alvis, remain closed, and the people here are saying that obviously they're still too afraid to open their stores, and they will wait on the advice of the police and the advice of the authorities that the situation is now stable and that they can now open their business and begin to operate again.
What are the foreign nationals saying about these attacks?
Well, the foreign nationals, Elvis, well, firstly, one condemning these attacks. Many of them confused as to why they are now under attack. They're saying that a lot of people that we spoke to, that they've been in South Africa for over 10 years and have been living in harmony with the people of South Africa. They've been running businesses, some in association, having business deals with locals, and now they do not understand what is brought about these attacks. Of course, they are now waiting on a government. Some have praised government, saying that they are seeing the measures and steps that government has put into place. Also very grateful to the police and the deployment of police in these areas, and saying that has really helped a lot. I know that the police have stepped in and have been able to prevent some of the attacks, but they're now just saying that they are waiting and hoping. And as you spoke earlier in the intro about the king, that is one of the things that they have been asking for, basically to say, can His Majesty King Goodwill Zwelithini address his people? They're waiting for him to call for calm, because they believe that he is key. If the king takes a stand, if the king addresses his subjects, they believe that that will bring an end to this violence and these attacks on foreign nationals. Yes, indeed, the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal in that press conference has said that the king last night decided that he will hold an Imbizo. He has invited Izinduna Amabuto and Amakosi in various areas. It will be held in a stadium that is yet to be announced. Hopefully by later on today we will know where that stadium will be, as well as local councillors as well are also going to be advised to bring in speak to their people and call in the people of Durban to attend that Imbizo by the king, which is being supported by government, where we are hoping that the king, we know that the king will speak to his subjects, and that is what the foreign nationals say, and they're very delighted when they heard that that is going to happen, that is what they've been waiting to hear from the king.
Now, the KZN Premier Senzo Mchunu held that media briefing earlier concerning the calling on on Goodwill Zwelithini, the king, for that Imbizo on Monday. But what else came out of that media briefing?
Firstly, the Premier also expressed his appreciation for the thousands of people that came out yesterday to join the Peace March, thanking business, religious and community leaders for rallying and bringing people to that march, which the first part of it, I must say, it was successful. The Premier saying that that march demonstrated that the majority of people in KwaZulu-Natal rejected the attacks on foreign nationals. I'm also saying that his government has gone out to the affected areas where we have seen the violence and the attacks on foreign nationals and spoken to locals. They have taken and listened to the concerns that locals have raised with government, and that they are dealing with those concerns. One of them, Elvis, being business rivalry. Already the MEC for Economic Development, Mike Mabiakulu, has met with local business leaders to discuss their concerns, and we understand that that was the first of many meetings to come. Other MECs as well also engaging with the communities and trying to address the concerns that have been raised by the communities. He also touched on the KZN government working very closely with the Home Affairs Department. We know that Minister Malusi Kigaba has been in KZN on a number of has also visited the camps, and just saying that the Home Affairs Department, of course, is working to identify those foreign nationals that are in the country illegally and are in method and are going to now take action and whatever steps to deal with that. And also, of course, that the KZN department, or the KZN government rather, is also will assist that want to return back to their countries. Yesterday, we know that in Isipingo camp, buses from Malawi or buses arrived there to take back the Malawian citizens that already said that they wanted to go back to their countries. But also saying that under the circumstances, under these conditions, they would not want to see foreigners leaving because of the current situation. Just reassuring them that government is working around the clock to bring an end to this violence, and of course also adding that the police are on the ground to assist, and indeed the police are here. You will know that there's around about over 800 deployments. These are police officers that have come to assist, coming from other provinces, also working very closely with the police here in KwaZulu-Natal, assisted by the Durban Metro Police and security guards from different private security companies. They are also assisting. So basically those are just some of the main points that the Premier wanted to discuss, or the Premier spoke about during his press conference this morning.
Ayanda, thank you so much for that report. That was Ayanda Mhlongo coming to us live from Durban. Let's now move